Hi, thanks for tuning into Mansour Partners video on how to prepare for filing a business tax return. If you've seen our video on filing an extension, we ask that you take that into consideration because filing a business tax return is far more complex than filing a personal tax return. However, whether you file an extension or not, I'm going to go through some basic ideas that will help you in filing a business tax return. These are going to be applicable whether it's a multi-million-dollar corporation or a sole proprietorship like a real estate agent or an independent trucker. It'll be applicable whether you've been filing tax returns for decades or this is your first time around. The first category is bookkeeping. The second category is tax documents. And the last category is tax credits. Bookkeeping, sometimes we do the bookkeeping for a business and sometimes the business does its own bookkeeping. This is for those businesses that do their own bookkeeping. Let me say a word on the side for bookkeeping. If you're doing your own bookkeeping and you have more than $50,000 of gross receipts, we strongly encourage you to use a software package so that you can handle your bookkeeping. On the output end of bookkeeping, we need a couple things. We need two financial statements. The first is the income statement, also known as the profit and loss, and the second is the balance sheet. That first one, the income statement, shows over the course of the year all of the income that you earned and the expenses that your business incurred. We need that, and that goes into filing your tax return. Another piece of bookkeeping reporting is the balance sheet. Now, the balance sheet is not over a course of time. It is a snapshot in time. So we need the balance sheet as of January 1st or the first of your year and the last day of your year. Now, the income statement is mandatory. Got to have it. The balance sheet is optional. It's helpful, but it's mandatory if your company has $250,000 or more of gross income or assets. So those are the two reports that we need from your bookkeeping system, the income statement and the balance sheets. Moving on to tax documents. We further break out tax documents into documents that your business receives and tax documents that your business issues. One example of a tax document that your business receives is the 1099-K, which is issued to you if you receive payment from your customers via credit card or third-party networks such as PayPal. That's a big one, the 1099-K. Another one that your company might get is a 1099 if your company is an independent contractor to another company or a subcontractor to another company. They will likely issue you a 1099. So we will need those tax documents that are issued to your company. We'll also need the company's tax documents that are issued out, i.e. the 1099s that your company issues to your independent contractors, to your subcontractors. So we will need those, and we will also need, very important, the W-2s that you issue to your employees and the associated payroll records that go with it. So all taken together, those are tax documents that your company issues and receives. We need those documents. Last thing is tax credits. Tax credits can be generally applicable or they could be specific to your industry. A lot of times we're already aware of the tax credits that you can use and we will make sure that you avail yourself of them. But if there's something that you feel that you're eligible for and that you haven't discussed with us, by all means, please let us know. Let me give you some examples of these tax credits. You know that there's a tax credit for setting up a small business retirement plan, like a 401k plan. There's also a tax credit for purchasing certain types of health insurance. If these things have happened in your business, please make sure that we know about it. To give you an example of a industry-specific tax credit, did you know that there's a tax credit that restaurants can get if they pay the Social Security tax on their employees' tips? If you have that in your business, we will more than likely have it on our radar, but if you want to make sure, please bring it to our attention. As I said, filing a business tax return is more complex than filing a personal tax return, and there needs to be a dialogue and a conversation. We encourage you to ask us questions, and we will certainly be asking you questions to make sure that the most thorough and accurate tax return is prepared for your business. Thank you for your business with Mansour Partners, and we look forward to servicing your tax needs for many, many years to come.